Good morning, I'm meteorologist Cheetah Craft. Well, take a look here all across the Atlantic Basin. We are really seeing an active season and basically hitting the peak right now. So over the past week, we're going to continue to have to monitor Paulette, Renee, Teddy that developed just before about 4 a.m. this morning, and then two waves behind Teddy just off the coast of Africa. The glitch in the satellite image this morning, that's just some of the data that's continuing to download and process in our system. There's just so much of it. But let me tell you, across the Atlantic, basically with Paulette, Renee, and Teddy, they're going to remain in the open Atlantic. We will have to monitor, of course, both of these waves, which could become Vicky or Wilfred. And then you see Sally still expected to make landfall early tomorrow morning. Let me put the latest tracks into motion for Paulette, Renee, and Tropical Storm Teddy, which is expected to intensify to a major hurricane come about mid to the latter part of the work week. But notice how all three expected to stay in the open Atlantic. They may not even have any land interaction, basically a fish storm. So we will continue to monitor those. But again, all eyes right now on Tropical Storm Sally, expected to become a Category 1 hurricane maybe tonight to early tomorrow morning just before landfall. The outer bands are already starting to impact the Florida Panhandle, so we're going to continue to see that increase throughout the day today. Zooming in a little bit tighter here. Again, those outer bands already starting to make their way. Give this 24 hours and we are going to have a hurricane which already made landfall. I'll put this into the latest track. This is from the National Hurricane Center, so from a tropical storm to a Category 1 hurricane. And again, this is we're expecting the main impacts from New Orleans and then all areas east of through the Florida Panhandle. So the amount of storm surge, right now we're tracking anywhere from about 10 to 15 feet. And as far as the rainfall is expected, potentially up to about 20 inches of rain. And the reason why, notice after it makes landfall as a Cat 1, it's expected to remain as a Category 1 hurricane through maybe midday tomorrow. It doesn't start to weaken until tomorrow afternoon and evening. Now it will take this northeasterly track. So when I show you this, this is going to impact millions and millions and millions of people. However, it's not going to affect us here locally because we're on the west side, we're on the drier side. It kind of can suck most of the energy sitting in the Gulf. So it'll take the heaviest rain and that storm surge right along the Gulf Coast, but not including us. So we're well out of the forecast track, the potential for any impacts here locally, even today or tomorrow. Let's talk about these storm names. We are just ripping through them this year. So the two names left on the list are Vicky and Wilfred. They don't go to Y or Z just because the amount of names are so much less. So after this, if we get through Vicky and Wilfred, we go to the Greek alphabet. So we will start with alpha, beta, and so on to continue with the names. That's how active the season is. I mean, you really only can compare it to 2005 as far as the amount of storms that we're seeing right now. Here locally, 95 today, 96 tomorrow, so mid to upper 90s through the remainder of the week with only about a 20% chance for a shower. So really our thoughts continue to stay with areas in Louisiana and all areas east right along the Gulf Coast. More updates to come.